Crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod and the final episode of the year. That's right. So make some noise. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis. We'll also be discussing the DOJ's decision on the SBF case outrages the crypto industry. In fact, Coinbase calls it a miscarriage of justice. Also, we'll be discussing Vitalik Buterin revealing his Ethereum game plan for 2024, as well as a crypto analyst setting an $8 trillion target for the crypto market cap in 2025. We'll also be discussing the latest from Arthur Hayes, who says the government money printing will push Bitcoin into a blow-off top by 2027. I'll be breaking down his latest $1 million Bitcoin price prediction. And speaking of $1 million Bitcoin price, we also have Samson Mow explains why the Bitcoin price will hit $1 million per coin after the Bitcoin ETF approval in 2024. I'll also be sharing the rest of his 2024 predictions with you, and we'll be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this plus so much more in today's show. Welcome, crypto family. Happy New Year, right around the corner. This time next year is going to be 2024. I'm pretty ecstatic for that. Let me know, guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in, supporting the movement throughout this entire year. So thank you, fam. First and foremost, let me know if the stream is loud, clear, and smooth with a little mic checkage. I appreciate that. Shout out to Maximus, Crypto Lucian, Dirty Bird, Dabmaster J, I love the username, Rogerio, what it do? Sebastian, Bring Facts, says good morning. Don't think it'll be, yeah, it's crazy, right? Joe, ICP is killing it from 31 to 16 in a week. Canadian Crypto says T-minus 0 business days to the ETF approval decision. That's right. They're now saying we can get the approval on the 2nd or the 3rd, which would be Tuesday or Wednesday. Potentially 2 days from now, we may get that God candle. So let's go. What up, John? Good to see you, family. Canadian Crypto for rank. Happy New Year from Hungary. Appreciate you tuning in. Is the stream lagging or is it just me? Hopefully it's just you. Everyone else says it's good. So you guys maybe got to do a little refresh on your end. Bring Facts says the stream is pristine. And I'm actually checking it out on my phone. It does look pretty pristine today. Just saying. Mic check is epic. Thank you, Dankness. Appreciate you, brother. Happy New Year. It's been a hell of a 2023, but 2024 is going to be lit like a mofo. Abel says loud and clear. Let's go 1 million. Send it. Welcome AIQ. Welcome Brent. Loud and clear. Good to note. What up, Sack? ICP makes absolute sense, he says. Bob Doe, what up, JV? From the Bitcoin city, El Salvador. Shout out to all my beautiful Salvadorians out there. Knox Bill, welcome family. 1 mil, send it. Let's get it. Joe Folin, man, the Detroit Lions got screwed last night. I haven't followed football since Barry Sanders played on the Detroit Lions. Just saying. Shout out Barry Sanders. Eric Zetlin, Happy New Year. Let's go Bitcoin. Same Monday, January 8th, we got the announcement. Doubt they wait until the last day of the 10th. Yeah, some people are, well, Monday is New Year's, so I don't even know if they're open, but that's why they're saying either Tuesday or Wednesday, which would be the 2nd or the 3rd. There is a strong likelihood. This was according to Reuters, who leaked the information just the other day. We covered it on the show. So if it's not this week, it's absolutely most likely going to be the following week. But hey, we shall soon see. You know what I mean? What up, guys? Loud and clear. Friend, all the way from Canadian Frontier. Shout out 170. Shout out McLovin. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for always tuning into the live. We switch up the time from time to time. Today is a unique time. Tomorrow we'll be back to our typical time of 3 p.m. Eastern. Just FYI. Bernie Sanders played football. Did I say Bernie Sanders? Barry Sanders. If I said that, my apologies. That's actually hilarious. Yeah. I was also a Pistons fan when I was younger. Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Bill Laimbeer, Dennis Rodman, the early days. Yeah, I go way back. And now I'm rocking even one of my favorite jerseys is the Iverson Georgetown throwback, where he used to play for college. That's when I first started following Iverson. I've been a fan ever since. Just got another 2 Bitcoin holding, more than 7. Congratulations, Zach. That'll be such a good year. Send it to 1 million, please. Send it. Let's go. Yeah, shout out to Nipsey in the back. The greatest mascot we have ever had. The one and only. You know what I mean? Bitcoin to the mills. Send it, Pato. I appreciate that. And shout out to Kato. Remember the Green Hornet? That was like, it was kind of like Batman and Robin, but it was with Bruce Lee. He played this character with the black mask. Cato, it was pretty lit. Let me know if you guys ever watched that. Lots of us Canadians in here today. Great White North, that's what's up. From Canada, Bitcoin to the Millies. Charles Williams, new to your channel. Well, thanks for joining us. Be sure to smash the subscribe button, family. You'll get an on-screen shout out. Bitcoin is supreme, and there is no second best. Up, up, and away. Amen, Dano. That's what's up. The answer, you already know. How many ankles has he snapped? Hey, JV, what up, Southwest Carp Hunter? I appreciate you tuning into the live stream. The final live stream of the year. Make some noise just for that. Smash that like button. It helps out tremendously with the algo. I appreciate it. Denmark in the building. Cheers to Denmark and the rest of the fam from all over the world. I'll toast to that. Love the Green Hornet. Nice. Yeah, I'm a fan. That's what's up, Joe. It's cool you know what the Green Hornet is. A lot of people probably have no clue. Happy New Year, JV. Shout out Bubba Frew. Happy New Year, brother. Bruce Lee was my childhood role model. Probably all of ours, because he was my biggest role model as well. In fact, middle school, I remember my walls was just everything Bruce Lee. I subscribed to Kung Fu magazine, and anytime Bruce Lee was on the cover, it'd be on my wall. Huge fan. I even have a pair of nunchucks in my closet still. I may have to crack them out one day here on the show. Satoshi Nakamoto, morning chat. Happy New Year's, everyone. Welcome, Satoshi. Thank you for inventing Bitcoin. We greatly appreciate that, brother. You changed the world, so thank you. Let's go 2024. Patrick, what it do? This will be our year. Amen. Charles Williams, thank you for subbing to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod, and Happy New Year. Be like water, my friend. You put water in the kettle, it becomes the kettle. Now water can crash or it can flow. Be water, my friend. Greetings from Dorado Beach, Puerto Rico. Wow, I actually lived in Dorado before moving where I'm currently at. So small world. Shout out to my Puerto Ricans out here. Strange world. Discuss the twin brothers, then own a lot of Bitcoin. Bruce Lee was so fast for the cameras, he had to slow it down. Correct. That is 100% accurate. They had to slow it down because the cameras back then couldn't pick up his fast movements. So yeah, it was wild. Bruce Lee was that lit. Thank you, Barack. Monfils Evangelista just gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Happy New Year, fam. And congratulations to everyone who just got blessed. That includes Ferenc, Monler, Zandler, Anchetta, Liar, Liar, Shorts on Fire, Daniel O., and Tim, you've all been blessed with a free membership. You can thank Barack for that. And you're ultimately going to have a badge now next to your name. So anytime you comment, you're going to get recognition first and foremost, because my eyes will gravitate to everyone with a badge next to their name. So thank you for supporting the show, and much love, much respect. Minnesota in the building. Fun Fairs, UK. Good to see you, brother. Watching from Cornwall, England. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Nice rebound. Yeah, we're back to almost 43. On some of the charts. Yeah, we're climbing. We touched like 42 this morning, so it's good to see us pumping again. Congrats, fam. Dab Master, appreciate it. Happy New Year to you too, brother. Shout out Samuel Rosario. What it do? Double down on 11. Hey, my favorite number is 11, so 11, 11 all day. Happy New Year, Vinay. Bring facts in a world that moves at 30 frames per second, but the one moving at 60 frames per second. Word up. I appreciate you guys. Streamlabs, shout out to all the mods as well, including Coinfather, Digital Dankness, and the rest of the fam, keeping the chat in check. We appreciate that. Much love. Pump it up, says Chica. So where do you think the 2023 candle close will be now that it's the final day of the year, the final day of the month? This is kind of a big deal. Let me know. Do you think we'll break 43? Do you think we'll jump some? Do you think we'll just stay in this park range between 42 and 43? Let me know. Bitcoin all in, says Fred. That's what's up. Let's go. But anyways, family, without further ado, if you're new to the channel, be sure to smash that subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And massive shout out to Casey Gates for gifting 5 paid memberships to the channel. So let's congratulate all the new members really quick. Looks like we got Chica, you've been blessed. Anthony LeBlanc, you've been blessed. Claire McHardy, you have been blessed. And Karn Inc., you have been blessed. And CA, you have been blessed. Show some love to Casey Gates. We greatly appreciate all the support. You guys are way too kind, and we greatly appreciate it. Also, be sure to smash that like button, as it helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm, and also helps get more eyeballs on the channel, so we can help usher in that massive Bitcoin adoption. Congratulations, Claire McHardy, on becoming a member of the channel. We greatly appreciate all the support, family. You guys are amazing. But anyways, fam, let's kick it off with our market watch, as we do each and every day. You should be able to see Coin 360 on your screen right here. You can see Bitcoin is actually at 42.8. Let me refresh just to make sure this baby is accurate, because it didn't line up with Bitbo, but I guess all the exchanges have different prices. So I think this is a aggregate average, a collective of the exchanges. It shows we're at 42.8 right now, back in the green. We got Ether correcting, but maintaining above 2,300. We got ICP breaking out like a mofo, up 34% on the day. Filecoin is another top gainer. One of the top losers, Bitcoin Cash Trash. And we also have Ton, Solana, Wrap Bitcoin, and Atom all in the green. And to get a monthly perspective, let's check it out. Bitcoin's up 13.5% on the month. We have Ether up 12%, Solana killing it, up 76%, BNB 40%, AVAX 86%, Cardano 60%, and just overall massive gainers for the past month. I would say the entire fourth quarter has been pretty lit for crypto collectively. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, the current crypto market cap sits at 1.66 trillion with about 44.4 billion in volume for the past 24 hours, with the volume down 34%. Bitcoin dominance, same as yesterday, just above 50%, sitting at 50.1. And we have the Ether dominance back on the decline at roughly 16.6%. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours, ICP up 35% on the daily, 51% on the week, trading just shy of $15, followed by Telor up 31%, trading at $344, followed by Filecoin up roughly 15%, trading at $6.80. Below that, we have Oasis, Maker, and Helium. Now, let me know which altcoins, if any, are you most bullish on for this bull run. Holla at your boy in the comments. I greatly appreciate that, because let's not forget, this is a live and interactive show. So please also let me know where you're tuning in from, family. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get a visual perspective of the overall market. You can see ICP and TRB leading the pack. And next to that, we got File, Rose, and Maker. And zooming out on the monthly, massive gainers. And some of these coins are up hundreds of percent, which is mind-boggling, including Bonk 250%, Sats 362%, Ordi 272%, ICP 209%. Whoa, yeah, TRB 332, Say 136. Just even Stacks is up 108, Satoshi Vision 95, Near 95, ASTR 103, Osmo 120. It's pretty lit. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we pull back some. We're currently rated a 67 in greed. Yesterday, a 68. Last week, a 71. And last month, a 71 in greed. So there you have it, my crypto family. Welcome y'all just joining the live stream. Good to see y'all. Darren the Bone Smith, let's go. This is the final stream of the year, so make some noise for that. 2024 around the corner, just a few hours away. Mr. Bone Daddy says SDI, right on family. Sneck says OCN. Fairground, smash that like and show the stream some love. Thank you, Fairground. Solana and ETH are some alts I am bullish on for 2024. Appreciate you sharing that, John. Much love. Yeah, remember when Telor went from 14 to $18 and I thought I would wait for it to retrace? Ha. Mike, Happy New Year from Saigon, Vietnam. Shout out to all my fam out there in Vietnam. Cheers, family. Appreciate you tuning in. I think Hum should become a sponsor of the show because I drink it so often. That'd be pretty dope. What up, Dirty Bird? Smash that like. I appreciate that. There is no second best. Word from the UK. There is no second best. HNY to all of y'all, my crypto fam. I appreciate you tuning in, Matt Baker. Terrence, what it do? SDI, word up. Half Greek, 1 million in Philippine currency. Is that what Bitcoin is right now? 1 million? Whoa, send it. AVAX says Cryptolution. Cardano says AIQ. What up, fam? Second live pod in a week on my way into work to get that extra dough to stack them sats. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Essential Sales. I appreciate you tuning into the stream and hope to see you more often than just 2 times a week in 2024. Hopefully you can join the stream daily. We're daily stream 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. You know what I mean? This is pod number 1508 for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? So yeah, JB, thanks for another year of great crypto news. You're very welcome, Tough T. Appreciate the support. Your dog's name, Nipsey, named after the late great Nipsey Hussle. May he rest in peace. Yes. Wishing y'all much love and abundance. Thank you, Rachel. Wishing you lots of love and abundance. Love and light, family. Namaste. Why XRP to $6? You tell me, the M. I don't think anyone said that. God candle, midnight tonight. Bring it. Yeah, we're going to be discussing God candles and Omega candles today. Samson Mow says the 100K candle is the Omega candle. We will be discussing it later in the show. Yeah, Leslie Thompson, thanks for the super fam. Happy 2024. Cheers from Spain. Less than 11 days to go. Are you referring to the January 10th deadline for the ETF? Yeah, we may get the approval in 2 days. Word on the street from Reuters, so you never know. We may get the approval this week. I join as much as possible. Thank you, Lucian. Have had some dry powder ready in case Gensler pulls a surprise and postpones ETS for March. Yeah, expect the unexpected. I feel you, Dan. I feel you. Welcome, a banana man. New York Bitcoin hodler here. New York. New York sucks. Hey, I was born in New York, but I wasn't born in the city. I was born in Strong Island. My parents are both born in Brooklyn, so I got a lot of love for New York. Master of the Universe candle, there you go. Is that like He-Man? Master of the Universe. Carlos, 100,000 Bitcoin, Puerto Rico celebration in the next 2 months. Send it. Michael, hit those likes. Thank you, Michael. Bitcoin dominance going to 69%. Gensler will focus attack on the alts after the ETF launch. Phil D's, why would you sell the news? Good question. Smash those likes. Let's get as many likes as possible. Thank you, Fair Alert. No way. I catch you live. Watching for a long time. Just sub. Thank you, Awesome Sauce. I appreciate you subscribing to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Cali sucks, says K-Jam. Thank you again, Leslie, for that super. What will happen to the alts when Bitcoin has a God candle? I think rising tide rises all ships. So count your blessings. I think a lot of coins are coming along for the ride. Somebody in the chat said, I think XRP is trash. Oh, thanks for the clarification. I missed that comment, the M. Definitely ready for that God candle. Send it. Yeah. Levittown born in Virginia now. That's what's up, Thomas. Good stuff. Welcome, Berserk. What it do? 44, then 1K, then 1 mil. Bring it. Casey, Solvang, Cali is super nice. LA and San Francisco sucks. True. Shout out Solvang, my old stomping grounds. I went to school in Solvang for a few years, as you know, Casey. Strong Island, taxes are brutal. Planning on moving to Rincon, Puerto Rico. That's what's up. PR, let's go, Lax Guy. The Cuff, what it do? Happy New Year, Coin IQ. It's good to see ya. Do you know about the Manta Network? I don't know nothing about that. What up, Mr. Weed? Nice username. Vinay, what it do, Vinay? But anyways, let's dive into some Bitcoin technical analysis. Check out some of the charts where the price action is likely to go next. Here we go. So Bitcoin reached well to yesterday's price drop of 41.3, reacting well, that is, gaining $1.5 grand in the following hours. Most alts are also slightly in the green during the last day of this year, with AVAX tapping $40 and Sol maintaining above $100 per coin. I think it hit a high of roughly 120. Now, Bitcoin to challenge 43. We're on our way marching right now. Bitcoin was trading higher last weekend, even tried to overcome 44 on 2 occasions, but to no avail. The subsequent rejections pushed Bitcoin south hard. The asset touched a bottom of 41.6 on Tuesday. The bulls intercepted the move, and shout out to my bulls, pushing Bitcoin north by over $2 grand to just under 44 G's, and another rejection followed by the end of the business week and Saturday that resulted in a price drop to a 12-day low of 41.4, according to Bitstamp. Now, Bitcoin managed to defend its position above 41 G's. Moreover, the asset jumped by $1,500 since then and now stands close to 43,000 after a 2.5% daily increase. Its market cap soared to $836 billion, and its dominance over the alternative coins is back above 50%, according to CoinMarketCap, after declining by more than 1% in days. Now, here's a tweet from Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model. And if you're new to the stock to flow, it ultimately predicts the Bitcoin price action will hover between $100,000 per coin and $1 million per coin between 2024 and 2028. 2024 halving right around the corner, roughly 3.5 months out. So Plan B updated us here in 2023. Bitcoin, number one, killed the bear market, closed the FTX and Luna gap, gave smart money a once in in a lifetime opportunity to front run the ETFs and the halving, completed most of the accumulation phase, and ends the year with a 160% return. So happy new year. Get ready for the bull run. I'll salute to that. That is what's up. So Bitcoin, pretty remarkable, considering this is supposed to be a bear year and with all the bearish catalysts we have witnessed in the market, to have 160% gains is not too shabby. And what sparked all of this, if we actually go back and think earlier in the year, it was the regional banking crisis. Bitcoin reacted by soaring when people started losing faith and trust in their local banks. And do you think this trend will likely continue into 2024? Let me know. As you know, there are so many bullish catalysts right around the corner. Bitcoin ETF spot approval could be in 2 days. If not, the deadline being the 10th, which would be in roughly another week and a half. Now, we also have the ETF halving scheduled to take place mid-April, now roughly 3.5 months out. We have the election for 2024. Do you think there's going to be an election or civil unrest? Let me know your thoughts on that. Also, we have the supply shock. There's very minimal Bitcoin available on the exchanges. We've been talking about nation state adoption in the Middle East, the oil money, big partnerships, the largest oil company in Saudi Arabia, which happens to be the largest oil company in the world, partnering with the largest bank of Japan, SBI, to get into digital assets. Clearly, the #1 digital asset in the world is Bitcoin. So if you can read between the lines, you already know. There's also talks of nation states that are wealthy, like Qatar, converting their $500 billion sovereign wealth fund into Bitcoin, which I've been covering here on the show. So there's just so many catalysts. And then we have other nation states adopting Bitcoin as well. Samson Mow made some predictions for 2024 I'm going to be covering towards the latter end of the show. One of them includes 3 countries adopting Bitcoin in some way, like as a form of legal tender, which can help usher in that mass Bitcoin adoption, following in the footsteps of the blueprint of Nayib Bukele and El Salvador. Andrew Tate mindset, almost like they know something we don't. Amen. And long live the Tates. I'm a big fan. Tristan and Andrew, love their work. I started buying the dip after the FTX collapse. Right on, McLovin. Well done, family. Look for Bitwise, my friends. Yeah, shout out to the most interesting man in the world. That's a pretty lit commercial, by the way. Brian, a lot of people miss buying the dip, thinking it was going to go lower. Sure did. SF went downhill after Jerry died. Is that Seinfeld? What's SF? I don't know what you're referring to. 1 million Bitcoin is hard to fathom, but I remind myself that 69,000 was hard to fathom. Good point. Carlos, this is the channel to watch. There is no second best. Thank you. And speaking of no second best, here's some words from Michael Saylor.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset.
Amen. There is no second best. San Fran. There you go. Oh, I gotcha. What up, Garcia? Mr. Garcia. Welcome, welcome. Jerry Garcia. Gotcha. Thank you, Michael Brown. We live? We are live, Vintage. How do you like that? Mr. Nirvana. Opening up those third eye pineal glands. You know how we do. Bitcoin is a gift from the gods. Amen. It truly is. Bitcoin is God hacking humanity. I truly believe that. Shout out to Max Kaiser. That's one of my favorite quotes. There's no second best. You got that right, K-Jam. Satoshi sends his regards. I love it. Keep calm and keep buying Bitcoin and stacking them stats. You already know. Smash those likes. This is the final live stream of the year, for Christ's sake. There's no second best. Thank you, Mr. Grip. Yeah, funny how fast SF would be cleaned up. All you need is a visit from China, says Casey Gates. Oh, that is ironic. I think you're referring to President Xi when he visited San Fran. They cleaned up the streets. Goes to show you who really controls this country, right? Finally convinced the fam to buy Bitcoin this holiday season. Well done, Chica333. Congratulations, fam. I love my Blockstream Jade. Good to note, McLovin, and a good reminder there. Take all of your crypto off the exchanges, not your keys, not your coins. Self-custody is the way to go. You know what I mean? Akira, welcome, fam. Bitcoin, except no substitutes. Well said, Vintage. Happy New Year, legends. How you doing, brother? I appreciate you. Hope you guys have an incredible 2024. You already know it's going to be lit. So yeah, we'll be celebrating each and every day. And but anyways, fam, we still got a lot to cover. So let's discuss this disgrace of the Department of Justice and Sam Bankman-Fried. They just dropped 6 of the 7 criminal charges against him. I'm surprised and not surprised at the same time because I had a feeling in the back of my mind he was going to get away with all this. So here is the latest. The headline reads, DOJ's decision on the SBF case outrages the crypto industry. Coinbase calls it a miscarriage of justice. Very well said. Now, here we go. The U.S. Department of Justice decided not to pursue a second trial against SBF. The second trial, which has been slated to start in March, addresses an additional set of criminal counts against Bankman-Fried, including campaign finance charges. Sharing his thoughts in a series of posts on X, the DOJ's decision not to pursue campaign finance charges against SBF, Coinbase's chief legal officer, Paul Grewal, stressed, I think it's a mistake. I think it is a miscarriage of justice. The public interest in a public airing of charges almost always matters. Campaign finance charges are at the very top of the list. What politicians and others knew and when are critical questions that deserve answers. Now, I agree with that sentiment, so kudos to that guy from Coinbase for calling it out. Dropping this on a Friday night before the holiday only fuels public cynics about the politics of all this. A damn shame, the Coinbase official noted. Now, many people took to social media to slam the DOJ's decision, calling it outrageous, sickening, and disgusting. Some accused the DOJ of absolute corruption. Duh. This is insane corruption. Let me know if you agree. FTX snowplowed millions of dollars into Democrat campaign accounts. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he was the second largest donor to Joe Biden and the Democratic Party. DOJ separated campaign finance charges from his fraud trial, and now after being convicted for fraud, they're dropping the second trial for campaign finance crimes. Would have implicated too many Democrats and rhinos. What's rhino stand for, by the way? I don't even know. I know our government is corrupt, but sometimes things like this surprise even me. And congratulations to everyone who just got blessed by Casey Gates. He just gifted 5 more memberships. So congratulations, Mr. Grit, Akira, Tam Nugent, George Martinez, and Tom are known. You've all been blessed with the MicroStrategy membership of the channel, and you can thank Casey Gates for that. Yeah, so thank you, family. You guys are pretty incredible. But back to our story here with the DOJ and Bankman-Fried saga. Lawyer John Deaton opined, ask yourself, why is this case being dropped in an election year during the fraud trial? Good question. Now, Caroline Ellison testified that SBF gave the Biden administration $10 million. And the reason, he told her, was to buy access. He got 2 personal meetings with the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, and several others with the SEC staff. What a joke the Department of Justice has become. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think at the end, when he does get sentenced, for this one charge, I guess he has left because they allegedly just dropped 6 of them, do you think he'll do any real jail/prison time? Or do you think he'll just get a slap on the wrist? I'm going to predict now, I think they're going to sentence him to a few years in prison, and then they're going to let him off in a few months and give him probation. What do you think? Let me know. Mr. Weed, I appreciate you subbing to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. And it should make you feel outraged because this is corruption at its finest at the top levels. You know what I mean? Maxine Waters, how many of you saw that clip? I love you, Sam. Like, you can't make this stuff up. We live in a clown world, family. Meanwhile, they're going after CZ. CZ seems to be the patsy here, in my opinion. What up, Kim Moore? Thank you for subbing to the pod, family. He'll get house arrest, probably more than likely, so he can stick to his so-called vegan diet, if you even believe that. How much did Pocahontas Warren get? Yeah, you already know, family. And what about Jamie Dimon? JP Morgan Chase was just named the authorized participant with BlackRock. And Jamie Dimon, like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, was saying, if I was the government, I'd shut it down. It's only used for illicit activity. Meanwhile, guess who's going to be taking all this Bitcoin, right? So you already know. Trust nothing they say. Watch what they freaking do. I hope those bastards get 10 years. Yeah. So true, JB. I mean, Bankman-Fried should be facing lifetime in prison for the crimes he committed. Like, for real. We're talking about $10 billion missing, money laundering, conspiracy, the political BS. There's just so many things. It's nonstop. I think to protect the higher ups, they're going to let him off the hook because they don't want to implicate more of the corruption at the higher levels. That's what it seems like to me. Let me know your thoughts. Jamie is a clown. Amen. And JP Morgan Chase had to pay over $38 billion worth of fines for things like money laundering and manipulating precious metal markets. He should be in jail, 100%. Meanwhile, he gets away with it, and he is a billionaire, interestingly enough. You're probably right with all the computers, this fairgrounds, pump, 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 the likes. Thank you, family. Bitcoin started going back up in March when I returned to trade 2 years, missing in action. Well, that's what's up, John. No other reason, says John. It's all about saving SBF's mom and dad, probably because they were really close as well to the Democratic Party, as well as Gary Gensler. So who knows the collusion? Gensler is probably implicit as well. What are your thoughts? JV, spot on about SBF. Thank you, Maximus. Yes, the money is hidden for the future somewhere. Meme coins will pump in alt and ish coins will go to zero. So happy birthday to Ethan. Happy birthday, Ethan. Epstein part 2. Yeah. In fact, Jamie and JP Morgan Chase was Epstein's banker, believe it or not. Yeah, he goes to trial to get Epstein's. Love your channel. It's worth reminding your audience the best store of their Bitcoin safely. Yes, cold storage. There's many options out there. If everyone can recommend your favorite cold storage wallet, let me know, because I sound like a broken record. I usually always just recommend Trezor, but there's a ton of other options now available. So let me know, family. F politicians. Amen. I'll toast to that. Viva la revolution. That's what's up, David. And shout out Javier Milei in Argentina as well. Hopefully they do some big moves this year in 2024 coming up. You know what I mean? Hopefully people that believe Diamond will see the news and realize Bitcoin is taking off. More demand. They're all buying Bitcoin right now. Then the SEC will restrict the public purchase. Probably more than likely. They want to basically take all the Bitcoin there is in the market. But now there's competition in game theory, and we're going to be discussing that as well. JV, the mem pool is crazy full right now. Good to know, Bango. Thanks, fam. Ellipal is amazing, so there's another cold storage wallet recommendation. Trezor, says Tim, and Tangent. I think Blockstream Jade is another one people typically recommend. Revolt, says David, I will use the paper wallets, never a problem. Cold wallet, Keystone, the Trezor 3, and Ledger is a joke. Yeah, I don't even recommend the Ledger no more, KJam, because of the back doors. And yeah, you already know. 10 Bitcoin stuck on Robinhood. No way. They only let you send 5,000 in crypto a day. For real? How can I move them all at once? Well, if there's limitations, that's not good. Sorry to hear that, family. Maybe you just got to stick to 5Gs a day. I don't know if there's an alternative. And maybe in the future, don't use Robinhood. They need to make a Monkey King exchange. And if you don't know the Monkey King, that's like the Chinese legend, comparable to Robinhood here in the United States or in the UK. You know what I mean? The Monkey King. How many of you seen the Monkey King with Jet Li? Let me know. Trezor is my favorite. I like the 25th key feature. It's built what does that say? Sadly, my transactions won't confirm to my Trezor. What? Why is that? That's interesting. I never heard that one. Robinhood is horrible. Yeah, I don't really trust Robinhood either. You will own nothing and be happy and eat bugs. That's what they tell us, the World Economic Forum. Stick to 5,000 a day and F the banks. Amen, KJM. You will own Bitcoin and be happy. There you go. But anyways, fam, let's break down the next story of the day and discuss Vitalik laying out the game plan for Ethereum in 2024. That's right. Let's break it down. Ethereum founder Vitalik shared the Ethereum roadmap for next year, admitting there are only minor changes compared to last year. In a series of posts on X, Buterin outlines that the continued focus for Ethereum in 2024 is on 6 main components. Furthermore, in a detailed chart with annotations and diagrams, Buterin elaborated on these 6 elements: the merge, the surge, the scourge, the verge, the purge, and the splurge. Well, it seems like Vitalik is now dropping bars. You know what I mean? He pointed out that as Ethereum's technical direction becomes clearer, there are only a handful of minor adjustments compared to the 2023 roadmap, quoting him here, as Ethereum's technical path forward continues to solidify, there are relatively few changes. And he outlines that here. He actually posted this on X. By popular demand, an updated roadmap diagram for 2023 I'll tell you this, there's a lot here, and to me, it's all very confusing. So here's the lowdown. The merge was highlighted as the key section of the roadmap, aiming to maintain a simple and resilient proof-of-stake consensus. In September of 2022, the merge took place, which integrated the Ethereum mainnet with proof-of-stake blockchain, the Beacon chain. Following the merge, the most significant observation on Ethereum was the transition from the power-intensive proof-of-work consensus mechanism to proof-of-stake, leading to a major reduction in the network's overall energy consumption. He further noted the developments on Ethereum's single slot finality. Finality aims to ensure that the changes to a blockchain block are irreversible without burning at least 33% of the total staked Ethereum. 33%. Freemasonry. The role of single slot finality and post-merge POS improvement is solidifying. It's becoming clear that SSF is the easiest path to resolving a lot of the Ethereum POS design's current weakness. Now, this comes after recently reporting Cointelegraph that Buterin wants to bring back the original idea of the cypherpunk revolution for the blockchain. Cypherpunk refers to the person who uses encryption to ensure privacy when accessing a computer network, especially from government authorities. Now, in a post, Buterin explained that Ethereum was initially envisioned as a public decentralized shared hard drive that could leverage peer-to-peer messaging and decentralized file storage. However, the vision started to diminish in 2017 with the turn towards financialization on Ethereum. Buterin highlighted that rollups, zero-knowledge proofs, and account abstraction and second-generation privacy solutions have become more mainstream. He noted that these could support certain values associated with the cypherpunk principles. So there you have it. Family, let me know your thoughts on this roadmap for Ethereum in 2024, in which Vitalik laid out for us. I'd love to know your thoughts. And yeah, let's check out this chat. Welcome everyone just joining the stream, the final live stream of 2023. Let's go. The booger eating ped. Norm. Didn't he like put it on the wall? Something like that? Yeah. I don't trust him too, says Laura. Well, why at 32, maybe $10? I don't trust Vitalik. Well, by a show of hands, does anyone trust Vitalik? Because everyone's saying they don't. So I'm curious, does anyone? Sanjay, thank you for subscribing to the #1 Daily Bitcoin Pod. Philip, there's an offshore bank in a tax heaven where you can cash out dollars globally, says Kepler 89. I rather follow family men. I understand your sentiment on that, Laura. Yeah, he's an interesting fella. I'll just leave it at that. He even wears the furry outfits. You know furries? Where you dress as a big, like, kind of like looking like a big teddy bear. It's very interesting. It may be some sort of fetish. We don't really know. Casey says, nope. Yeah, exactly, Laura. I agree with that sentiment. What about the FTX reconstructing proposal? Yeah, that's some BS as well, Eugen Sky, and I expect nothing less from them. Instead of giving people their Bitcoin back, the people who got screwed and left their crypto in that exchange, they're going to give you the price of Bitcoin in US dollars at the bottom of the market. And what is that, 16,000 versus giving you, like, for example, today's value of 42,000? Or better yet, they should just return the crypto assets to the people who uploaded them to the exchange. But they're doing that because it's called corruption and they want you to be poor. And yeah, you already know this. Oh my God, that is a fetish in my opinion. Yeah, furries, for real, for real. You can't make this stuff up. There's many videos of him and furries. Yeah. Crazy. Seems relatively trustworthy, not 100% because he is human, says David. Eugen Sky heard FTX will make a comeback in 2024. President Malay says, how do I pronounce that? Compra Bitcoin. Yeah, I like it. Whatever that means, sounds cool. I only trust God 100%. Amen, David. JB, once Bitcoin hits 1 million, I'm flying down to Puerto Rico and buying you a gold Porsche. That's what's up. Let's go. Don't forget, when Bitcoin hits 100,000, we're going to have a 100K fiesta. And that's most likely going to be in 2024. Make sure you're a part of our Discord. We have a channel in our Discord called 100K Fiesta. So make sure you're plugged into that family. Exactly. Want my Bitcoin, not US dollars. Amen. Yeah, it's sad. And yeah, it's very sad. I have a right to be a panda. We can't make this stuff up. What is your plan? If Bitcoin hit $1 million, I'm just going to be podcasting every day. So regardless of the price, my plan is the same because I'm not planning on selling. You know what I mean? Compra equals buy. Oh, that's what's up. Did Malay say buy Bitcoin? What? Let's go. I only trust Satoshi, says Laura. Right on. LM will remember you. Word. At least they can get some of their money back. Celsius isn't giving any money back. Oh my God. What's their excuse? That guy Mashinsky was the most shadiest guy in crypto. I don't know how anyone ever trusted him. Just watching him talk is just like, one thing I'm good at is recognizing when people are BSing you, because we've been lied to our whole lives. You know what I mean? Everybody lies. So it's like, I could recognize when someone's being dishonest. That's one of my gifts. And I'm sure many of you too. It's very obvious. Don't trust ETH, AVAX to the moon. Solana is not decentralized, says the M. I identify as a hodler, right on Laura. I don't trust me, says John. Bitcoin is the ultimate asset. I am Satoshi, says John. We're all Satoshi. There you go. What up, Phil D's? So what's the second best?
There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best.
Well, there you had it from the Giga Chad right there. Yeah, I mean, welcome. But anyways, let's dive into our next story of the day. We still got a lot to cover. We discussed the Ethereum 2024 roadmap shared by Vitalik Buterin. Now let's discuss this analyst predicting an $8 trillion crypto market cap in 2025. Now, the peak of the market cap we witnessed back in November of 2021 when we peaked out at the price of 69,000. I think we were just north of 3 trillion. So there ultimately, I think there's a pretty modest prediction because this is just like, what is that? Like 2.5x, you know what I mean? From the all-time high that we've already established. But nonetheless, here's the prediction. Let's break this baby down. With the year drawing to an end, crypto investors and enthusiasts definitely have their eyes set in the future and what the digital asset market holds for them in the coming years. Despite the slow start to the year, the final months of 2023 look favorable for the crypto landscape, with the bull cycle seemingly to be in full gear. There has been broad commentary of the potential of the ongoing bull run and how it could impact the crypto market. The crypto researcher with the pseudonym Ether is one of the latest entities to discuss the current cycle and its future trajectory. And I guess it's probably Ether now that I think about it, thinking in crypto terms. But anyways, in a recent post, crypto analyst Ether put forward an exciting projection for the digital asset market over the coming years. And according to the pundit, the crypto total market cap could reach $8 trillion by 2025. This bullish prediction, in which, in my opinion, is actually a little bearish, is based on the candlestick formations of the weekly time frame across the various market cycles over the past decade. Now, Ether identified 3 bull cycles since 2015, with the third still in its early stages, as outlined right here in this chart. Now, using this chart, the analysts observed that the 155 candlestick bars were processed from the bottom of the local peak between January 2015 and January of 2018. During this bull run, the total market cap reached a high of over $740 billion. Meanwhile, Ether found that 152 candlestick bars were processed from the bottom to the local peak between December of 2018 and November 2021, which was when we hit that all-time high. Notably, investors saw the crypto market cap reach 3 trillion during this peak of the bull cycle. Now, based on historical analysis of the last 2 cycles, he believes there is a chance for a similar 150 plus bullish candlestick pattern until October 2025, starting from the November 2022 bottom. This projection suggests a continuation of the current bull run over a considerable period. And from the analyst's evaluation, the bull cycle can potentially bring the market cap to an unprecedented $8 trillion. Such growth would represent an almost 400% increase from the current valuation of the current crypto market. Now, in the wake of the crypto winter in 2022, the digital asset market started 2023 well below $1 billion valuation. However, the market picked up pace as the year went on, thanks to the no small part to the resurgence of Bitcoin, the largest asset in the sector. And at this time, the total crypto market cap stands at roughly 1.6 trillion. According to data from TradingView, this figure reflects a massive 113% increase over the past 12 months. So there you have it, my crypto fam. If you were to make a prediction and throw some numbers out there, where do you feel the market cap of crypto will be collectively by this cycle peak? Whether you believe the cycle will peak in 2024 or 2025. Let me know your thoughts and I'll read some of these out loud, and then we're going to dive into our next 2 stories of the day. We have Arthur Hayes predicting $1 million Bitcoin and his trajectory, and then we'll be discussing the latest bullish predictions from Samson Mow and all the reasons why he believes Bitcoin will reach $1 million per coin in 2024. It's going to be lit, so let's go. Few people touch Monero, says Rock. That is crazy. I remember McAfee was very bullish on all the privacy coins, but meanwhile, it seems they were all targeted maybe by the government. I don't think the government wants people using these privacy coins. But yeah, Monero is one of them. There's Dash. What are the others? There's a few. Zcash, that would be another. 12 trillion, says Cryptolution. Right on. XMR to 2K easy. Monero, right on. Republican, in name only. Oh, that's what Rhino stands for. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate the clarification. I'm always learning. I love it. VM, how do you transact in Monero in the US or Dero or Pirate Chain? Ask the M. 148,000, says Steve. Monetized Meme says the big companies in the USA have 50 trillion USD. Studies show that one must allocate 10% to 100% of their portfolio into Bitcoin. Saylor just gave me 2x my Bitcoin. Oh no, Thomas, don't say that. Some people will actually believe you and they'll get scammed. Don't fall for those scams. Those are AI generated versions of Saylor. I see them all the time as well. Don't fall for it. Yeah. No, I'm okay, family. Okay, if you had Celsius, you might get stock in return as they convert to mining. I am not so sure it is going to work out. Way behind the miners who are pooling, says IOH. I've got the same one. I understand Escape. Yeah, like a few days ago, my body felt weak, and then I had a sore throat the following day, and then the following day I had a leaky nose where I just couldn't stop leaking. And then today I just have more of a stuffy nose, no sore throat. My body's fine, so I'm definitely getting better. I've been taking all my vitamins and all that good stuff, so I'm feeling 100% better. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate that. If the rumor gave us a God candle, imagine what the real news will do. There you go. We're going to be discussing the God candle, the Omega candle, and all that good stuff here shortly. Decred is a legit privacy coin with hybrid proof of work, proof of stake, but the government don't like it and really F them, says Body Light. I appreciate you sharing. Celsius went bankrupt. That's right. Many of the firms did this bear market. JB, what do you think of Raven Coin, a code fork of Bitcoin? No, mine. Interesting. I honestly don't know nothing about it but what you just shared, so I don't have any insights. If anyone has any insights on it, I'm happy to read it out loud. Let me know. It doesn't matter if you can transact Monero. We should hold at least $10 as a symbol, if freedom. I let it slide yesterday because you're Bitcoin king, your honor. Vintage Audio, 4 trillion market cap for all crypto at the end of the bull run. Man, that wouldn't be so nice. I think we're going to blow past these numbers, especially with ETF. Keep that in mind. This is what's different from the previous cycle. We have the institutional adoption that we didn't have previous. Nothing but Bitcoin. Word up. Litecoin and Monero are the best clones of Bitcoin. I think QUA privacy, says Laura. You know what I mean? Raven coin can be mined with a GPU. Oh, right on. Thoughts on XLM? I'm not fans of Stellar Lumens or XRP just because their technologies, which are going to be used and implemented into the central bank digital currencies, which is like virtually the opposite of Bitcoin and what it represents and stands for. You know what I mean? Bitcoin being the antidote to those CBDCs. So I'm not going to support any cryptocurrency that is going to strip people's freedoms and enslave them. You know what I mean? Regardless how much money you can make off of it. Bitcoin, no CEO, to alter, manipulate, or rug pull. Amen. What's your second best?
Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin.
I just play Sailor when someone asks me that. Thank you, Rock. I appreciate that. Hello, everyone. We start early. Amen. K-Jam says Chainlink and Painlink. Is Painlink a real coin? I haven't heard of that one. I know Chainlink is a legit crypto Oracle service, so it has real world use case. Much love, respect. Checking in from rainy Seattle. Thank you, Para Diddy or Diddy. Thanks for that super family. What's the name of that privacy coin? Laura, a lot of people don't know the difference between 1 million or 1 billion. Good point. Some of these coins have trillies, like literally, and some like Ethereum, infinite. So you got to be careful out there, family. Anyways, let's dive into our next story of the day, discuss the latest 2027 target from Crypto Haze Just Blaze, and then we'll dive into our feature story of the day. And again, this is the final live podcast of 2023. So please smash those likes, show your support. We greatly appreciate it, family. The headline reads, Arthur Hayes says government money printing will push Bitcoin into a blow-off top by 2027. That's right. Arthur Hayes says the reckless money printing has likely already begun to send Bitcoin on another bull run. In a new interview he did with Laura Shin on the Unchained Pod, the crypto veteran says the global banking system has been very accommodating to Bitcoin, despite the official stance of tight monetary policy and relatively higher rates. He says the Bitcoin is likely heading into a new bull market that will ultimately lead to a blow-off top sometime before 2027. He's quoting him here. We're starting to see the price of Bitcoin react positively since the FTX debacle in November of last year. Bitcoin went from 16,000 to 45 Gs. And all the while, the banks are supposedly not printing, but they are printing money. If you actually look at how much money is going into the banking system or interest payments on government debt, it is very stimulative. And that's what Bitcoin is telling us. And now, I guess, tech stocks. The Magnificent Seven in the United States, those tech stocks are on a tear because liquidity is there for the right type of thing. So I think 2024 is going to set up to be a choppy period where it's time to accumulate before you get that blow off top in 2025 into 2027. That's really how I am approaching the world right now. Now, Hayes, the chief investment officer of the early stage investment fund, Maelstrom, recently said the rate cut hints from the Fed are extremely bullish for Bitcoin and crypto, quoting him here. At this point, there is no excuse not to be long crypto. How many more times must they tell you that the fiat in your pocket is a filthy piece of trash? Believe in the Lord, and he shall set you free. Bitcoin equals $1 million. So there you have it. I think he's ultimately saying Bitcoin is on a vector, its own vector, and heading to $1 million per coin by 2027. And to watch this interview he did on the Laura Shin pod called Unchained, check the show notes below the video in the description. So there you have it, my crypto fam. Let me know your thoughts on Arthur Hayes' predictions right there, that the Fed will continue to print money into oblivion, which will send Bitcoin parabolic to that seven-figure price range. And I'm gonna read some comments and then we'll dive into our feature story of the day here in a moment. Buy more at 32, says Berserk. Are you talking about Bitcoin? Who says we're going back to 32, family? The ground will shake as the rocket takes off. Just saying. Let's go. Welcome, Joey. Shout out, skip on down the road. It's going up forever, Laura. 100%. 29 to 33 Bitcoin. Before the double Ds pop out? I don't know about that. Anyone anticipating Bitcoin going back down that low? I'm thinking we go straight north into 2024. Maybe we'll never go back into the 30,000 range. What are your thoughts? No, Monero is not a clone. It still is self-respect and didn't turn into another commodity to prop up the central banking system, says David. Monero is a bridge to the government, CBDC. They give you an ish coin for your crypto. Don't be a sucker, is my opinion, says Dankness. That's right. If you're gaining value out of the stream, smash the like. This is the final stream of the year, family. WYETH, I appreciate you subbing to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Appreciate that. Never, says Laura. Wishful thinking. It will moon. Amen. I'm with you on that one. People just competing with each other for the craziest prediction at this point. I favor the model Team 250. Right on. I think 250 is a very easy target for this cycle personally. What are your thoughts? Doesn't matter the price, it matters how many. There you go. It's one Bitcoin will always be equivalent to one Bitcoin. Good point. Pump to the moon, the firmament. You're speaking my language. Bitcoin has to dump before it pumps, says Jaws. Does it really? It does drop back. I am grabbing another 5 to 10 BTCs, says a banana man. Now, what in this scenario, if you have the ability to buy 5 to 10 if it drops a little, the other scenario is if you buy none now and we go up to 100,000 next week, then maybe you only get one Bitcoin versus the 10 you were anticipating. So maybe it may make sense to get a few now. Just something to think about. The aliens took my BTC. Oh no. Michael, what will hit first, JB? 100K subs or 100K Bitcoin? Wow. Man, that's a good question. Honestly, I think 100K Bitcoin. I think the Bitcoin price is a lagging indicator to ultimately subscribers on the show. So I think we're going to hit 100,000 Bitcoin. And then I think my show will just boom. I think we blow past 100K subs. I think that's too easy of a target for this bull cycle. Because I recall a few years ago, I only had like a couple of thousand subs. The first few years, I had like no one watching my show. You know what I mean? Then we had the bull market and we went from a few thousand subs to 50,000 subs in a few months. You know what I mean? I expect something similar, but only this time, I think we're going to go from where we at 65,000 subs. I think we'll shoot up to several 100,000 subs this bull cycle. And I think we'll follow the Bitcoin price. So hypothetically speaking, say Bitcoin hit $250,000 in 2024, I can totally see our channel hitting 250,000 subscribers because we put in the work and it's long overdue, in my opinion. What do you guys think? 32 would represent a 25% drop. More interest than ever. Don't wait, says Matt Baker. Goes lower, buy. Goes higher, smile. Win-win. Eduardo, 100%. Jeffrey, why does the government have a reward for whoever can crack the Monero code? Y'all are reaching too far out of your conspiracies. The firmament is real, though. When 100K subs, interview with Sailor. Yeah, man, I'd love to do a interview with Sailor anytime. He's a legend. You know what I mean? It is considered, whoa, so these comments come at the same time. The firmament, that's real, how people... But yeah, a lot of good comments. Keep them coming. I can't really keep up at this point. Nuckchorus, I wonder how many Bitcoin we hold as a community. Should poll the chat. We have a lot of whole coiners here, man. And we have some people here who got into Bitcoin in 2011. So let that sink in. Some of you guys are mega whales. I love it. Bitcoin isn't going to any lower than 39 any longer. It may not even see 40, says Larry. BTFD, good reminder, K-Jam. But anyways, fam, without further ado, let's dive into our featured story of the day. Renowned analyst Samson Mow explains why the Bitcoin price will hit $1 million after the Bitcoin ETF approval, which can potentially be next week or 2 days out from now. So let's break this baby down. This is pretty bullish. You can see he actually, first I'll read the headline. I just actually read it to you. And he made a post talking about a God candle and the Omega candle. We're going to break that down as well. He also made some bullish predictions besides Bitcoin hitting $1 million per coin. We're going to be covering that as well. So first and foremost, let's start with this new article, which was just published. Bitcoin ETFs will trigger massive capital inflows. In a new interview, CEO of Jan3, Samson Mow, predicted a significant rally in the Bitcoin price, potentially reaching $1 million per coin. Send it and let's go. Now, he argued that the ongoing crypto bull market differs fundamentally from the previous ones, breaking the conventional 4-year cycle pattern. According to Mow, the unprecedented price surge will be driven by a combo of supply, demand, and price stocks. Quoting him here, it looks like all the Bitcoin ETFs are going to be approved on the same day. And again, that could potentially be January 2nd. According to Reuters, they said the 2nd or the 3rd, which would be Tuesday or Wednesday, fam. So keep that in mind. What this does is hitting a very limited supply of Bitcoin on the exchanges and available for purchase with a torrent of money. So it's basically supply shock multiplied by demand shock. And that gives you a price shock. This is why Bitcoin can go really high all at one time. Now, he highlighted the approval of the spot ETFs would be a pivotal moment, unlocking a torrent of U.S. institutional capital into the king crypto. This influx of billions in a very short time frame can trigger a rapid price escalation, quoting him again. I don't think the current rally is a very special rally. This is a rally for ants. The real rally is when Bitcoin goes to 1 million, and that is when the spot ETFs are approved. And we have tens of billions, maybe hundreds of billions of dollars flowing to Bitcoin in a very short time frame. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that sentiment. His prediction is rooted in the belief that Bitcoin's limited supply, when hit with substantial capital inflow, will lead to a dramatic price increase akin to a 20x rise observed in 2016 to 2017. Now, how many of you were around in crypto back then on this bull cycle? Let me know. Now, Raoul Pal, co-founder and CEO of Real Vision, also provided a macroeconomic perspective on Bitcoin's potential growth. He identified two massive secular trends, the business cycle and financial conditions, significantly influencing asset prices. Raoul suggests that Bitcoin can reach between $500,000 and $1 million per coin by the end of 2025. Quoting him here, these cycles can be very crazy, and this one feels more like the 2017 cycle than it does the prior cycle. And that cycle didn't have a lot of central banks printing. Central banks' balance sheets are now rising. We saw 20% growth, and what happened to liquidity was crypto absolutely exploded. I kind of feel like that's the case now. Now, analyzing Bitcoin's performance against the S&P 500 since 2013, Raul noted an 88% annual outperformance, reinforcing Bitcoin's position as a formidable asset in the financial market. He emphasized the high-risk adjusted returns in crypto compared to other investment options, attributing this to the asset's high correlation with global liquidity trends. Quoting him again, "Bitcoin is the horse I back the most. It is the fastest horse in the race. Best risk-adjusted returns, high correlation to the global liquidity index, which is our everything code. So we know how the asset price behaves, which gives us a competitive advantage when we use our proprietary frameworks." And furthermore, Raul discussed the impact of the Bitcoin halving cycle, now only 3.5 months out, and its correlation with the global debt refinancing cycles and election cycles. He posited that these macro factors, combined with the anticipation of the ETF, will likely propel Bitcoin to new heights. Yeah, that's what's up. Now, Samson also shared on December 30th, so this was yesterday, a God candle is $10,000 green on the daily. So a $10,000 daily candle. We've had this term for a while. For 100,000 Bitcoin, candles I like Omega, as it goes well with the quantifier. Just like with earthquakes, we have the Richter magnitude scale, 5, 6, etc., and we can measure Bitcoin in Omegas. It's a 4 Omega candle. Let me know your thoughts on that. The Omega candle for 100,000. And he also put MSN Bitcoin experienced a 2 Omega event today. Can't wait. Now, he also made some very bullish predictions outside the $1 million price action for 2024. Here's his thoughts. Samson's predictions for 2024, which he shared on December 29th at 10:37 p.m. Eastern. He says, Bitcoin all-time high. I think that's a given. I think we all agree on that. He also is probably the most bullish in predicting that we hit $1 million per coin in 2024. Let me know your probability of that actually happening. My thoughts are it's definitely possible. I don't think it's the most probable scenario, but just the fact it's possible gets me pretty ecstatic. Now, he also says that 3 nation states implements a Bitcoin strategy. Now, keep in mind, he has been speaking with world leaders and presidents and congressmen all around the world to help usher in Bitcoin adoption. For example, he was recently with the president of Colombia. He gifted the president 100,000 Satoshis. So we can say that the president of Colombia is a Bitcoin hodler. Now, also Indira Kempis in Mexico, they've been working together, looking to usher in Bitcoin as well. We also have Ricardo Salinas, the 3rd richest man in Mexico, who the majority of his investment portfolio is in Bitcoin. So these are potential countries that could have some adoption. Others, Suriname, already discussing implementing like 1% of their central bank reserves into Bitcoin. Suriname is a small nation just north of Brazil in South America. We also have Javier Milei's country of Argentina. He just became president. He's anti-central banker. You know what I mean? He has that chainsaw saying he's going to put an end to the central banking cartels. So these are some candidates for Bitcoin adoption. What are your thoughts? We also have countries like Panama and many others. This is just off the top of my head. Now, he also is going to be engaging 10 more countries for Bitcoin adoption. Always putting in the work. He also says that Aqua Bitcoin drives the LUSDT volume, referring to Tether there. Liquid Bitcoin goes mainstream, and Bitfinex securities take off, and Bitcoin bonds from 3 jurisdictions. Clearly, I believe the first country, El Salvador, so they have that first mover's advantage. But let me know your thoughts on all his bullish predictions, which he shares right here. And which countries do you feel will likely adopt Bitcoin next? Holla at your boy. Now, he also tweeted here today, on January 10th, 2024, Bitcoin becomes a risk-off asset, so plan accordingly. And also, like I mentioned earlier, according to Reuters, we may get that green light from the SEC as soon as Tuesday or Wednesday, which is in another 2 or 3 days. And if we don't get it then most likely before the deadline on January 10th. So be prepared, family. Now I just want to share, we've been discussing these God candles, Omega candles, whatever you want to call them. Yesterday's episode, we discussed this quote from Max and these nations adopting Bitcoin as the game theory continues in full effect. Quoting Max here, these two are teaming up to make Larry Fink, aka BlackRock and Michael Saylor, look like peanuts with a buy order of 1 million Bitcoin and a $100,000 God candle. Now, this is the prince on the left of Saudi Arabia, and I'll just keep it real. I don't know who the guy is on the right. So if you guys know, please do let me know. But Max has been very bullish on these, and I've been covering it. So if you missed yesterday's episode, please be sure to check it out. Another quote, the Saudis, this is from Max, the Saudis will make Michael Saylor look like a peanut. A $500 billion buy order triggering a God candle is a done deal. Now, also major news I covered in yesterday's pod, Bitcoin asset is permissible for Islam, according to the 90-year-old Salafist clerk from Saudi Arabia, who officially confirmed it. This is a pretty big deal. Why? Because there's over 2 billion Islamics in the world. So now they have the green light that Bitcoin is permissible. So let's freaking go. So what are your thoughts surrounding Samson Mow's prediction of a potential $100,000 or even $1 million candle? Who knows? For 2024, let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below, and we'll read some comments and do some Q&A. So there we have it. Pretty lit, right? Hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you, Steven Diaz. I appreciate the support. This is the final live of 2023. So let's go. Mao says multiple one day 10,000 God candle in Bitcoin's history, but this time one day 100K candle is coming post ETF approval. Send it. Shout out Nate. Appreciate you. Unless institutions have been buying all along, JB went from shadow ban to the real ban and then reinstated and blowing up. Share with all your friends and get him to 100,000 subs he deserves. Thank you, Dankness. Couldn't have done it without you, my brother. You've been very supportive. Appreciate all the hard work you're doing behind the scenes. Much love. And shout out CoinIQ as well. Lightning, 1 million. Send it. Kaiser Candle, says JK. Right on. Can't wait. Dragon Ball Fusion move. There you go. Super Saiyan family. Kamehameha candle. Let's go. 2 million Islamics. I believe the terminology is Muslims. My bad. Muslims. My apologies. But we're talking 2 billion. I don't think I said 2 million. 2 million would be nothing. 2 billion. Like a big portion of the world's population are Muslims, right? We need to break this level. Amen. Sailor candle. There we go. Boom lit. Happy New Year's tonight's peeps. That's what's up. The guy on the right looks like I'm not going to say that. You are great. Thank you for what you do. Thank you, Crypto Sebastian. I appreciate your family. Qatar rules. Thanks, JV. You're very welcome, CoinIQ. You're the man. Everyone make sure to sub to CoinIQ. Great content to get educated on crypto. Good insights there you can find. Feel free to drop your link, of course, brother. I appreciate you. But yeah, good stuff. Exciting times ahead. JV, thanks for all you do, brother. It says, Brian, keep on keeping us informed, and cheers to the new year. Cheers, family. All good. Thanks for the great content. Appreciate that, Ilya. New here. Let's freaking go. Appreciate you, Savage Trades. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. We appreciate it. Bitcoin brings everyone together. Amen, Steven Diaz. Well said. 100%, regardless of your age. How many actual follow out of the 2 billion? The ones I went to college with were wildin'. Good advice there. Stay safe, everyone, tonight. Be careful. You know, the streets are always wild on New Year's, of course, each and every year, so be safe. Salam, JV. Salam, family. Also, I'll be back here 9 p.m. Eastern. We're not going to be live again. It's going to be the edited version of today's live, which we premiere each and every evening at 9 p.m. Eastern. But I'll be in the live chat interacting with you guys, so make sure to join us. CJ, I appreciate you subscribing to the #1 Daily Bitcoin Pod. Much love, CJ. Happy New Year's, family. Tomorrow, we're going to be saying 2024. It's crazy, right? I can't believe it. It's finally here. There you go. Everyone sub to CoinIQ. Great channel with epic lit crypto content. And Dankness always doing a fantastic job. Miguel, sorry, JV. I have my crypto in a nano ledger and will not leave it. Love it. I respect it. All good. It's probably better there than an exchange or all these other places. I'm just saying, for those looking for a cold storage wallet, I don't recommend it because there's other options which I feel now are superior, knowing what I know now. So that's all. Not going to be here tonight, but HNY, buddy. What's that? I don't even know what that stands for. HNY. Enlighten me. Cheers, mate. Cheers, Jazz. Happy New Year's, family. Maybe we'll do a midnight stream to usher in the new year. I don't know, but everyone's in a different time zone, so I don't know how that would work. So like right now here in Puerto Rico, it's only 2:38 p.m. So if I went live at like midnight, who knows? If we have a pump, we'll do a pump watch to usher in the new year. How about that? But we got a pump because pumps are fun. I think the most lit streams we have had this year, towards the latter end of the year here, were the live streams where we did the pump watches, like the 12-hour all-nighters. Yeah, I think the one we did when we broke 42, maybe a few weeks back, had over like 27,000 viewers. So that was pretty lit. Horrible New Year, obviously, says Silas. What? Oh, Happy New Year, man. Thank you. I'm just putting that together. Thank you, Juan. MST, right on. Happy New Year, family. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. And thank you, everyone who have just become a member of the channel. We appreciate it. We're approaching 400 members. We may have hit it today because a lot of people got blessed with memberships. So we just launched memberships less than 3 weeks ago. We already have over 400 paid members. So I'm pretty appreciative of all the support you guys have been giving us. It's been amazing. David, this is a killer stream. Going to church. Oh, snap. Enjoy church, family. Leonardo, I appreciate you tuning in from Brazil. Much love, family. Next year is going to be crazy for Bitcoin. You already know. 2024 is going to be so lit. 20 minutes to the new year in Pakistan. Well, Happy New Year in Pakistan. That's what I'm saying. It's already New Year probably in certain countries of the world, in the Middle East or in Asia. Hangover on Monday, party tonight. Kaiser candle on Tuesday. Word up. Rain in UK. What else is new? Puerto Rico is a beautiful day out. No rain today, thank God. Yeah, it's a new year in Deer, right? Right on Matrix. Happy New Year, brother. Carlito. I remember Carlito's Way with Al Pacino, one of the best films ever. Shout out Carlito. Appreciate it, family. How many people are going to continue their membership subscriptions? I certainly will. Thank you, McLovin. Here's the cool part. We're approaching almost a month since launching them. We launched them 3 weeks ago. Every month, the color is going to change. So we're going to see who's the most dedicated and who has been a member for the longest amount of time. Because right now, everyone has the blue star badge. Every month, that color changes. So just note that. I appreciate that support, McLovin. Will people in Pakistan buy Bitcoin now? And you can become a member of the channel for as little as $2.99 a month. So if you want to support JV and the channel, that's the way to do it. You'll get priority commenting and recognition, and I think it's well worth it. And it only supports us to create more content, better content, greater content. Thank you, Emilio. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that super. Happy New Year, family. And I love it because it's Bitcoin orange. That's what's up. I'm curious, when you send a super, can you choose the color? Or does every dollar amount distinctively change the color? I have no clue, so that's why I asked. But I love it because that's Bitcoin orange. So thank you, family. Happy New Year, Gary. I appreciate it. 50K on USA New Year's. Let's freaking go. And look, we pumping. You know when JV goes live, we always pump. Yeah, 42.7, so 43 incoming. Let's go. Australia. Jail ya. Oh, no. New Year already. Happy New Year, Aussies. Fight the power. Fight the power that be. Shout out to Chuck D and Flavor Flav. Yo, JV, Happy New Year's to you and your fam. Bull hug, that coming God candle peeps. Amen, T.I. Much love. Biddy is waking up. Right on. When are the badges going gold? That's a good question. 2024 equals the first year with 6-digit Bitcoin year. Let's go. Can't wait. Bitcoin is moving right now, so we may have a pump watch New Year party this evening, so be on the lookout. If we keep pumping, we're going to do it. Why not? The amount changes. Okay, so the amount changes the color, so that's what's up. Thanks for the insights. In 2024, we'll take the bull by the horns. You already know. But anyways, family, we still got to do the uncensored version of the show exclusive on Rumble. So the YouTube stream is going to end. If you're new to the channel, I stream simultaneous on both platforms at the same time. So we're live right now on YouTube. We're live right now on Rumble. The YouTube stream is about to end, but we will continue with the uncensored version of the show and hang out for a little bit on Rumble. So I invite you to come join us. It's going to be lit. You can find the channel on Rumble. The direct link is rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also find it in the description, or simply just head to Rumble and type in Crypto News Alerts. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to celebrating with you over on Rumble. So head on over to Rumble now. It's been fun, YouTube. And don't forget, this evening I'll be back for the premiere, 9 p.m. Eastern. See you on Rumble. Deuces, YouTube.